visitation room is cold. It's a stark, blank space where a glass wall separates us from the inmates, and the only physical connection between a mother and her son happens through a gray telephone. I sit on a hard plastic chair and wait for Adam to come in. I don't even know what I'm supposed to feel. Since he did what he did 2 weeks ago, it's like my life has been put on pause, and my body's been stuck in a state of numbness. I haven't seen him yet. I watch him enter through the door, with his head down, the prison uniform clearly hanging off of his 145-pound frame. A tall, intimidating officer escorts him to the seat and stands guard behind him. Through the glass, I stare at him, but he doesn't look up right away. He's ashamed. A mother knows. We both pick up the phones. "Hi, son," I begin, keeping my voice neutral. "How are they treating you here?"
"It's okay, Mom,"
he replies.
"I probably deserve it."
His answer catches me off guard, and we sit in silence for a few moments. "I don't understand why you did it," I said, my control slipping as tears began to well up in my eyes. "But I'll always love you. You're still my son." As soon as I finish speaking, he drops the phone, buries his head in his hands, and begins to sob uncontrollably, like when he did when he was 10. Then he picks up the phone again.
"Those kids I killed at school, Mom.
He begins.
You have to understand. They deserved it. They needed to be taken out the way they were."
The officer behind him overhears the conversation and keeps a sharp eye on Adam. "If they were bullying you, son, that's terrible," I tell him. "But that doesn't mean they deserve to die, and they weren't bullying me," he yells, cutting me off. His outburst drawing the attention of nearby inmates and visitors. The guard steps in, grabbing him by the shoulder. "That's enough, Adam. Time to go."
"Mom,
he whispers through the line before he is dragged out of the room.
you need to look in the glove compartment."
I walk out of the room, dazed. Was my son paranoid? Hallucinating? I storm out of the facility and get in my car. The long drive back to the city is a blur. My mind spins. How didn't I see this? How could I not have known what he could do? As a single mom, always tired from work, he just seemed like a quiet, geeky teen. What snaps me back to reality is noticing a car that has been behind me since I left the prison. A black vehicle driven by a clean-shaven, military-looking man in dark glasses. He looks eerily familiar to the guard from the visitation room. I take several random turns, and he stays on my tail. I pull into my neighborhood store. He parks at a distance, still in view. I rush in, grab what I need, and get in line, still trying to make sense of what the hell is happening. Why is he following me? They already have Adam. As I wait in line, I hear someone call my name from behind, and I jumped in fright. It's not the man from the car, but I almost wish it were. It's a pale woman with a blank expression. Jenna, the mother of one of the 3 kids Adam killed at school. I freeze. "Hi, Claire," she says. It takes me a second. "Hi, Jenna. How are you?" "Not very good," she replies. Not bitterly, just honestly. I flinch. "Hey, I just want to say that I'm really sorry for your loss," I begin. "What my son did was unforgivable, and Claire, please," she cuts in. "This isn't your fault. We both lost our sons that day." She takes my hand in hers. "From one mother to another," she tells me, leaning in. "We need to help each other." Then she hugs me, so tightly I nearly collapse into tears. No one had shown me that kind of compassion until now. I leave the store with new strength. ready to go straight to that car and confront the man who had been following me. But he's gone. Thank God. I get in my car, and as I'm ready to get home, I remember Adam's words, and I check the glove compartment. There's nothing unusual in there, except for a small metallic device, a flash drive. Back home, I go straight to my laptop. It's already dark. I know exactly why Adam would have hidden the USB drive in my car. His room, computers, phone, and even video games were all seized and searched the day after the events. Even my own laptop was taken. I had to get a new one from work. What I don't know is what he needed to hide. My hands shake as I plug it in and open a folder full of images. They're photos of the 3 kids who died. Mostly candid shots, capturing them in normal moments at school. The same 3 always appeared, 2 boys and 1 girl. The pictures, likely taken on Adam's phone, showed them eating lunch, walking home, studying at the library. Just ordinary stuff. Was Adam stalking them? They didn't look like bullies. Then the photos started to get weird. One of the boys kissing a girl, someone else, not from the 3, behind the football field, holding hands. Very private. Then suddenly, one set in the bleak, concrete space. The 3 kids. Soaked in blood, standing over what looked like the girl from before. But dead. Her body ripped to pieces on the floor. There was something strange in her eyes. In the photos, they were solid white. I had to adjust in my chair. I was getting rattled. Then more, the trio luring people. A janitor, an old man, and another child. The last pictures in the folder showed them emerging from an alley. Shirts stained red, those blank, glowing eyes again. The photos were clearly taken in hiding. I nearly threw up. Was this what Adam meant? Who are those kids? And what are they doing? That's when I heard the noise of my front door opening. Is someone there? I called out from my room. Only Adam and I lived here. I had no idea who it could be. I get no answer, and the thought that it might be the man in the black car sent a chill down my spine. I slowly walked down the hallway. I just called the police, so whoever you are, leave now, I shouted, but bluffing. My phone was in the kitchen. When I reached the hallway, I saw a figure standing still at the front door. It was Jenna, the mother of one of Adam's victims. Jenna? I asked, confused. Do you need something? Her face was blank, robotic, and emotionless. She took a few steps towards me. I don't know what Adam told you, or what he left behind as evidence, she said, with her voice flat, but I can't let you keep it. Then her eyes turned white, just like the 3 kids in the picture, and my body, desperate to run, couldn't move. I just stood there, every muscle in me locked tight in the same position it was when her eyes changed. Even my eyelids stopped working. I couldn't even blink. I felt like a statue, except for my heartbeat, which had gone completely wild. Jenna walked slowly towards me, savoring my frozen panic. Don't even try, Claire, she said with a grin, now just 5 feet away. Humans are such pathetic creatures. She raised her hands and her fingers began to shift, turning into blades, thick and gleaming like solid steel. That's when I heard the gunshots. Multiple and quick. If I could have, I would have closed my eyes shut, but I saw Jenna collapse in front of me, riddled with bullets. The man from the black car, the same guard who had stood with Adam, was behind her, holding the gun, his eyes locked on her body. He must have fired half a dozen rounds because Jenna was lying in a pool of blood. He stepped closer, still aiming at her head. "Don't do this, please." "I'll stay still," she begged. But he pulled the trigger one last time. That's when my body unfroze, and I collapsed to the floor, gasping for air and sobbing uncontrollably. The man knelt beside me and placed a hand on my shoulder, gently. "Miss Claire," he said carefully, "I know this is a lot to process, but you're not safe here. What your son uncovered, it's not from this world." Hey everyone. If you've made it this far, first off, you have great taste. But also, I need new stories and series to narrate. If you are a writer yourself, or you have a story you'd like me to narrate, email me. It's in the description and it's also in my About Me on my channel. Thanks everyone. Have a good night.